Star Wars Visions. It is clearly something different. And even though I'm not like the biggest fan of this series, I still think that everyone should watch it. And here is why. Number 1. The Star Wars references. At least for me, this was the most fun part about watching Visions. To notice all the references to Star Wars and notice where the creators have taken inspiration from, and sometimes even notice references to things that inspire Star Wars itself. For example, in the majority of the episodes, someone will say, "I have a bad feeling about this," or something along those lines, and I find it to be kind of funny that this is the one line that so many creators have decided to include in their scripts. Number 2. You don't have to like anime to be able to enjoy Visions. Basically, you'll be able to enjoy these stories even if you're not big into anime. I can take myself as an example here. I've only watched a couple of things in the realm of anime, and it's something that's never really interested me that much. But because Visions is Star Wars, or at least inspired by Star Wars, I have reason to watch it, and I can still appreciate all the work that has been put into it without knowing much about anime. Number 3. The runtimes. Each episode has a different runtime, but they all still get enough time to be able to tell a proper story with a beginning, middle and end. At the same time, they are still on the short side, so you don't have to commit a huge amount of time to watch them. Number 4. The art, music and the fight scenes. The art styles are all very beautiful. Most of them are very different from each other, but they're all really nice to look at. Some of these episodes have really good scores as well. My favorite by far is The Village Bride. Kevin Penkin, who did the score for this episode, really did a brilliant job. And then of course the fight scenes, it just works really well in these styles. And even though at some point it might become a bit redundant that it's always about lightsaber wielders, the lightsaber fights are still so nice to look at. The stories are a bit hit or miss, but everything is visually stunning. And just that can be a good enough reason to watch this, to be honest. Number 5. There is something for everyone. There are so many different things in terms of characters, stories, settings, art styles, aesthetics, that I'm sure that everyone will find at least something to appreciate about it. Another good thing is that since all episodes are so different and have nothing to do with each other, nothing stops you from stopping an episode in the middle and skipping to the next one if you're not liking what you're seeing. Life hack. Number 6. Possibilities for continuation. When watching Visions, I couldn't help but feel like it was a collection of pilots for possible shows. Basically, you could continue all of these stories easily. And that might mean that we will maybe see some of these characters and settings again in the future. Number 7. They are not canon. Some of these stories could be used or referenced to in canon, but as of now they are not part of canon. And you might ask, what is the point of watching them if they're not even canon? But the fact that they are not restricted by canon is what gives them the possibility to be good. It allows the creators to be completely free in what they are doing, and they can explore crazy and ridiculous ideas that otherwise we would have never seen in Star Wars. And also, you can watch Visions without having to be upset about the decisions that the creators are doing, because it literally doesn't matter outside of the single story that they are telling. I had a pretty good time watching Visions, but for me personally, this just isn't really Star Wars. I really loved both The Elder and The Village Bride, and liked most of the other ones as well, with a few exceptions. A lot of the character designs are really cool, and the visuals are always stunning. But there are some aspects of these stories that makes it just inherently disconnect from the Star Wars universe for me. There's a lot of things that just don't make sense in terms of Star Wars, and that's completely fine. We as viewers can appreciate this as a collection of short animated stories heavily inspired by Star Wars. Some less than others, but still. And it's awesome that so many people have really loved Visions. It might not really be for me, but at least there's an audience for it. With that said, do you agree with these reasons to watch Visions, or do you have something to add? Let's talk about it in the comments. Then I would also love if you would check out this video next, where we look at 14 reasons to watch The Clone Wars.